When you're one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, blending in can seem almost impossible. Yet, LeBron James, the basketball legend, with his unmistakable 6 feet 9 inches height, has mastered the art of moving and traveling through crowded places and living a normal life without attracting the unwanted attention of fans and media paparazzi. But how is he able to pull that off? That is one mystery that has intrigued many. Well, in this video, we'll be exploring some of LeBron's secret travel moments and the reactions they elicit from the unsuspecting public. LeBron James and his secret travels. Let's face it, being a celebrity is challenging. Yes, it comes with a lot of perks. The camera flashes, rare opportunities, exclusivity, and adoration flow. But as thrilling and enticing as the idea is, sometimes that constant attention can be exhausting. Because as much as they enjoy the fame and glamour, there are moments when even the biggest and most outgoing stars just want to be their authentic, unguarded selves. Walk into a cafe to grab a coffee, take a quiet walk, or even randomly hop on public transport. But they can't do that without the spotlight following them. This is the plight of many celebrities, including basketball superstar LeBron James. A classic example of one such scenario was on October 10th, 2023, when LeBron took on a very different role, delivering pizzas to promote Blaze Pizza, the company he endorses and partly owns. To keep things under wraps, LeBron dressed in the full Blaze Pizza staff uniform, blending in as just another employee. Carrying a stack of pizza boxes, he casually walked into the restaurant, and to his amusement, most customers had no idea they were in the presence of an NBA superstar. When he stepped inside, LeBron introduced himself simply as Ron and began taking orders. He even gave unsuspecting customers recommendations for pizza toppings. Despite his impressive frame, LeBron managed to stay undercover for a while. At one point, it seemed like his disguise might have been uncovered, but instead of recognizing him as LeBron James, a female customer mistakenly identified him as fellow NBA player Dwyane Wade. This mix-up led to some humorous interactions as LeBron continued to chat with customers, who had no clue they were talking to one of the greatest basketball players of all time. One customer, noticing LeBron's impressive height, jokingly asked if he was shadowing someone. Another commented on how familiar he looked, clearly sensing something was off but unable to make the connection. LeBron, fully committed to his disguise, even claimed he didn't know much about basketball, which only added to the fun. Of course, the charade couldn't last forever. As more people entered the restaurant, it didn't take long before someone recognized LeBron. The moment his cover was blown, the atmosphere in the restaurant shifted from calm to pure excitement. Customers who had been casually chatting with him, just customers, moments earlier, were suddenly starstruck, realizing that the Ron they had been talking to was the famous NBA legend. Another time, LeBron was during a recent Lakers game against the Golden State Warriors. After historically surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer during a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder on February 7, 2023, LeBron, who had by now taken his place as the king of the court, started experiencing severe soreness in his left ankle, an unpleasant mishap that led to him sitting out subsequent games. Despite the discomfort from this injury, a few days later, on February 11, 2023, he attended the game against the Golden State Warriors, where he again impacted a young fan, Gaia, with his announced presence, an experience she would treasure throughout her lifetime. Gaia was a 12-year-old passionate basketball lover, particularly of LeBron James, who had been looking forward to the game for months. As a fan of LeBron, she was so eager to see him break the all-time scoring record during the game. To show how eager she was to see her idol in action, as soon as the sales of tickets commenced, she asked for them 3 months in advance. Luckily for her, on D-Day, she and her brother, who had accompanied her to the game, found a sitting spot at the court side, which gave her just the perfect close-up view she needed for the game. She was so excited to see her idol that day, unknown to her, that he would be missing in action on the court. As the game commenced, she got so engrossed with it so much that she didn't notice when LeBron walked past her and took a seat right beside her, only for her to be visibly stunned upon realizing that she just had the best moment of her life, as sitting right next to her was one of the greatest basketball players of all time. After the game, which the Lakers won 109-103, LeBron made a point to meet Gaia backstage, where he greeted her with a warm high five and took some photos, which he would later share on social media with the caption, "This is exactly why I love what I do." Although LeBron James is adored by millions, there have been moments where his disguise earned him contemptuous reactions. One memorable incident took place on November 13, 2017, when LeBron and his Cleveland Cavaliers teammates decided to take the New York City subway to avoid traffic on their way to a game. To keep things low-key, LeBron and his crew dressed in hoodies, pulling them over their heads, probably hoping to avoid drawing too much attention. However, things didn't go quite as planned when LeBron sat next to comedian James Michelangelo. LeBron, filming a video for social media as he often does, while panning his camera around to show the team's unusual subway ride, accidentally caught Angelo on camera. Angelo, clearly not thrilled about the situation, wasn't having it. Feeling crowded and uncomfortable next to LeBron, he quickly pushed the camera away and bluntly demanded not to be filmed. This brief, awkward encounter quickly went viral, and in no time, Angelo found himself at the center of attention on social media, with people wondering whether he was just a grumpy guy who didn't like LeBron, or if he simply had no clue who he was sitting next to. Angelo eventually took to Facebook to explain his side of the story. It turned out that he didn't recognize LeBron at first, since he's more of a tennis fan than a basketball fan, and thought LeBron and his pose were just a college basketball team. On top of that, Angelo claimed at that time he had not yet had his morning coffee and wasn't in the best mood, and to worsen his already irritable mood, LeBron, who's much taller and larger, had squished him during the ride and elbowed him multiple times without saying sorry. And that, more than anything, is what set him off. In the end, it was one of those funny moments where two worlds, celebrity and everyday life, clashed. For LeBron, it was just another day in the life of being a star. And for Angelo, well, he got his unexpected 15 minutes of fame. But that's not all. Apart from putting up disguises to surprise his fans, or even take attention away from him, the king of basketball sees traveling as a reward for hard work, and also a way to bond with his loved ones. Shortly after his victorious performance at the Paris Olympics, where he helped Team USA secure a gold medal with 14 points in the finals, LeBron James and his wife, Savannah, embarked on a romantic getaway to Capri, Italy. Upon arriving in Capri, the couple was spotted sailing along the Amalfi Coast on a luxury yacht as they enjoyed the stunning coastal views. Dressed casually in a black and white tank top and Savannah in a vibrant three-piece beach outfit, LeBron was seen snuggling up to his high school love Savannah, resting his head on her shoulder as they enjoyed drinks together. The laughing and lovey-dovey atmosphere that engulfed them was proof that this vacation was a well-deserved break, not just to celebrate his athletic accomplishments, but also the enduring love they've had for each other since their high school days in Akron, Ohio, which had matured and grown stronger over the years. To truly understand how LeBron James became the respected global icon he is today, we need to go back in time to explore his humble origins and the feats that propelled him to the limelight. LeBron James's early life and career. Born on December 30th, 1984 in Akron, Ohio, to a 16-year-old mother, Gloria Marie James, and Anthony McClelland, an absentee father with a shitty past and a criminal record, LeBron was raised solely by his mother. From the start, life was tough for the two of them. Gloria worked hard to make ends meet and had to frequently move from one apartment to another in search of stable housing and better opportunities in some of Akron's roughest neighborhoods. Despite the challenges, Gloria was fiercely determined to give her son a good life. She did everything she could to shield him from the harsh realities of their environment. But by the time LeBron was 9, she realized that he needed a more stable environment than she could provide at the time. So, she made a difficult decision. She asked Frank Walker, a local youth football coach, to take LeBron in. This proved to be a life-changing moment. It was in Frank's household that LeBron was introduced to basketball, sparking a passion that would transform his life forever. From day one, it was clear that LeBron was destined for greatness. By the time he was in 5th grade, he was playing organized basketball, and it wasn't long before he started to make a name for himself. His skills stood out so much that he joined the Amateur Athletic Union AAU team, the Northeast Ohio Shooting Stars. Along with some of his teammates, Cyan Cotton, Drew Joyce III, and Willie McGee, who he had created a bond with, they dominated basketball courts and even went ahead to win both local and national titles. a trend that continued into high school. At St. Vincent Street Mary High School, LeBron quickly made a name for himself as a basketball prodigy. As a freshman, he made an immediate impact, averaging 18 points per game and leading his team to a Division III state title. His talent was undeniable, and by his sophomore year, LeBron made history by becoming the first sophomore ever to be named to the USA Today All-USA First Team. He was already on the radar as one of the best young basketball players in the country. By his junior year, LeBron was a national sensation. He was named Ohio Mr. Basketball and Gatorade National Player of the Year after averaging 28 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. The national attention he received was extraordinary, and he even graced the cover of Sports Illustrated's tabloid with the now iconic headline, "The Chosen One." This marked the beginning of his journey to stardom. In his senior year, LeBron somehow managed to top his already impressive achievements by averaging 30.4 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game, leading his team to yet another state title, which by this time was his third in 4 years. These victories earned him undisputed spots in several prestigious All-Star games, where his undefeated talent further captured national attention and cemented his reputation as a fast-rising basketball player in the country. After high school, he won the Rookie of the Year award at 18, making him the youngest player ever to earn that honor. From then on, it has been back-to-back achievements for him. Over his 21 seasons in the league, he has made incredible strides, and as we speak, he has broken previous records set by legends like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, as he currently holds the record for the most points scored in NBA playoff history, with over 8,000 points, and is on the verge of making history as the first player in NBA history to reach 40,000 career points. Aside from that, he is one of the very few who have clinched 4 NBA titles, 4 NBA Finals MVP titles, and 4 regular season MVP awards titles. One of the things that sets LeBron apart is that he is one of the most well-rounded players the game has ever seen. Unlike other players, he's a one-size-fits-all person. That is, whether he's asked to play as a forward, a point guard, or a center, he is sure to deliver. This explains why, for over 2 decades, he has been on the All-Star list 19 consecutive times. When LeBron James is not playing basketball, he's deeply involved in giving back to his community. Through his LeBron James Family Foundation, he has made it his mission to create a lasting impact in his hometown of Akron, Ohio. It's not your typical school. It offers hands-on learning in science and technology and works with the Akron public school system to ensure the students get the help they need to succeed. Here, they are given meals, snacks, school supplies, and even a bike with a helmet. On top of that, there are mentors and tutors to guide them, mental health experts to support them, and unique ways of handling discipline to make sure they stay focused on learning. And here's the best part. Every student who graduates from the I Promise School is guaranteed a scholarship to college. Even during the pandemic, when most schools went virtual and some closed down, the I Promise School stayed open so students could keep learning in a safe, supportive environment without fear of falling behind academically. Which of his games do you think is the most outstanding and should be immortalized on the big screens? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out the next video on your screen. You will enjoy it.